it's Alex Michael May and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. Please hit the subscribe button so you don't miss anything. I'm working on a ton of fun content, and for those of you that are back, welcome back. So the first thing is you have to start with obviously fresh hair to get your style going for the week. So what I do is I shower, I usually let my hair air dry. So this is my hair after it air dries, and then I go into the styling. So for me, I always separate my hair. So I just put it half up in a clip. It's just a little too much to do all at once. And then I think it's important that you do your hair just one time right, and then it can really last you several days or a week. One thing that's kind of changed my hair game is this the Way Memory Mist. It's like a hairspray that you put on before you curl your hair. It's a heat protectant. And when I started using this in combination with this T3 Micro curling rod, my hair just learned how to stay, and it started creating the waves that I wanted to do it. And so I feel like I kind of trained my hair into submission. So I'm gonna go into just curling my hair. I'll speed this up for you guys. I do it in layers. I first spray the memory mist all over before I style it. And then as soon as it has dried, then I just go into curling. When I curl my hair, I make sure to go away from the face every time, and I leave about an inch or two out at the bottom, and that's how you get that relaxed beach wave as opposed to having like curly hair. And without you. So I hold it for a second, and then I actually hold it as it cools so that it maintains that shape. And then I just leave it be. Forever, never to part. I wanna be with you always, 'cause that is what my heart says. That's what my heart says. I wanna be with you. So once you've curled the bottom layer, I just take the top layer down, and I'm gonna go ahead and repeat the spray with the memory mist. I definitely take pride in these two front pieces. These are the ones that are gonna give you that like 70s wing vibe. So sometimes I like to leave these for last. If not, I just make sure I do a good job because they are the most important pieces of all. So again, I just wrap around. You can twist however you want. What I try to make sure that I do is make sure that all of the curl increments are like of the same. So I try to start at the same place at the top and end at the same place at the bottom, leaving that hair out, kind of letting it cool in my hand, so that it's this perfect little situation. And I definitely think it's important to not touch your curls until you're done. Like, don't touch them until the end, as far as like combing them out or anything like that. Let them stay Shirley Temple, let them stay crusty and crunchy and tight until they're ready to be glorious. When I'm trying to make my hair last all week, one thing I keep in mind is that your style will kind of decompress as time goes on. So if it starts off super curly, it'll definitely relax and become more beachy as the days go on. So it's okay if it's pretty curly the first day. I prefer to have it start off a little bit more tight curled than I'd prefer it to be. Look at that steam rising, like baking hot fresh bread, / damaging my hair. Just kidding, that's actually the heat protectant spray just burning off. Someone told me that once and I'm gonna go with it. Makes me feel better. I wanna be with you always. So again, on each side, you're just gonna go away from the face, whatever that side is. That's why I hold it upside down over here, so that I can get it to go away from the face. You are my world in every place. It's the things that you do. Like I said, do you see how all the curls are all like, the curls all line up? I like it like that. That's how I get my 70s kind of waves going. And so that's why I like to keep them all uniform. There's a lot of people out there that want those beach waves and they like to do like 4 different kinds of curls or waves or whatever. That's too much for me. I want it to all line up. That's my goal. So once you're at the point where you've got it all kind of done and lined up, we're gonna do our front facing star of the show pieces here. So it's time to do the favorite pieces. I'd be the worst mom. I'd like have favorites. I know it. Don't quote me on that. I hope that doesn't happen. So I just resprayed the front pieces with the memory mist, by the way, just so that they are extra stay. And then again, you're gonna wanna go away from the face like we always do, leaving an inch or two out at the bottom. And I like to hold these just a little longer, not too much. I definitely wanna keep these hairs as healthy as I can, but this really is the most important part. As you can see, it's already kind of forming that little wing situation. And that is what we're after. We want to make sure that these create that moment for us. Oh, look at that. I could fly away with these wings. Just wait, just wait. Once your hair is all curled, I like to give it a spritz of hairspray just to kind of lock everything in. So I recommend letting your hair sit. It could be a little crispy, like you kind of want it to be crispy. Go ahead and use that hairspray. Let it sit while you do your makeup or go about your business or pick your outfit out. I think the longer you let it set, the better. So I leave it looking like this, like a little drown poodle rat, as long as I can. So then as soon as your hair is all curled, I go in with a bristle brush. This one's got a lot of my hair in it and I didn't clean it, sorry. But I like to just brush my hair out. And a lot of people are like, oh my God, brush your curls. Ooh, I can't. Yes, you can, and it looks so good. You just see how like 70s and pretty and spun gold that looks. So I just really just brush it all out. And I'm not afraid, I'm not scared. I used to be scared, but I'm not scared anymore. You can be brave. So you brush it out and it definitely has that like studio kind of 54 vibe, which is totally what I'm going for. I add volume to mine. This is not the end stop for me. I usually like to just throw a little dry shampoo in there, even though my hair is clean, just to kind of grit it up, just a little, because I'm gonna continue to add it throughout the next few days. Oh, it feels so good, so refreshing. I'm just using my travel size Living Proof because I love this one, but honestly, I use a million different brands of dry shampoo. So instantly, if you can see how much more volume that gave me, you can back comb and add more volume if you want. And then for me, like the most amazing hair product I've ever used is the Orbe Dry Texturizing Spray, and I'm gonna use that. So I'm just gonna proceed as if this is the first day I'm going to wear my hair like this, and then I'm gonna show you what I do to sleep on it, how I wake up the next day and it's still intact. So I go in and I back comb, and I'm sure you guys know about back combing. Again, I'm not gonna be your #1 hair guru. I'm just showing you what I do every day to get the look that I like. So you take a fine tooth comb and you kind of go in a C motion and you stack the roots, the hair right at the roots until you can't stack no more. So you can't stack it anymore. Do you see how I'm just whoop, whoop? And then it just gives you that lift. So especially if your hair is silky and fine and thin, kind of like mine is, it just gives you that volume that you want, that you need, that you desire. I mean, come on. You want big hair full of secrets, you know? Oh, I'm sorry, this looks good. So then I'll also go through and do some in the back because I feel like the back of my head is like, I don't know, it needs volume. Sometimes I see pictures of myself in the back and I'm like, ooh. So lately I've been trying to make a conscious effort to style the back of my hair. I used to kind of like not care about the whole back side of me. Okay, so when you're done back combing, this is the same. It's a bristle brush. This was just embarrassing. I don't want you to see it because it's legitimately kind of gross looking. So I actually go ahead and brush out some of the back combing just to make sure it's not too frizzy. The final step is this Orbe Dry Texturizing Spray, which honestly just gives your hair the best texture in the whole world. It's expensive. I think it's like $45 a jar, whatever, can? But it's truly like the gold standard. I've used one, by the way. I've used a lot of different brands, and this is the one. So this is my dream 70s hair. You saw what it looked like before. I'll just do a little before and after. I feel the warmth of your skin.